Product Universe here. Donald Trump explains how he will use tariffs to make our country rich.
But I want to delve into one of your signature promises on the campaign trail, which was to end inflation, to lower prices. You are now proposing tariffs against the United States' three biggest trading partners. Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can
it.
you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow. But I can say that if you look at just pre-COVID, we had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And I had a lot of tariffs on a lot of different countries, but in particular China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation. In fact, when I handed it over, they didn't have inflation for a year and a half. They went almost 2 years just based on what I had created. And then they created inflation with energy and with spending too much. So I think I'm a big believer in tariffs. I think tariffs are the most beautiful word. I think they're beautiful. It's going to make us rich. We're subsidizing Canada to the tune of over $100 billion a year. We're subsidizing Mexico for almost $300 billion. We shouldn't be subsidizing. Why are we subsidizing these countries? If we're going to subsidize them, let them become a state. We're subsidizing Mexico, and we're subsidizing Canada, and we're subsidizing many countries all over the world. And all I want to do is I want to have a level, fast, but fair playing field.
Sir, your previous tariffs during your first administration cost Americans some $80 billion. And now you have major companies from Walmart, Black & Decker, AutoZone saying that any tariffs are going to force them to drive up prices for their consumers. How do you make sure that these CEOs, that these companies don't, in fact, pass on the cost of tariffs to their consumers?
They cost Americans nothing. They made a great economy for us. They also solve another problem. If we were going to have problems having to do with wars and having to do with other things, tariffs, I have stopped wars with tariffs by saying, you guys want to fight, it's great, but both of you are going to pay tariffs to the United States at 100%. And they have many purposes, tariffs, if properly used. I don't say you use them like a madman. I say properly used. But it didn't cost this country anything. It made this country money. And we never really got the chance to go all out because we had to fight COVID in the last part. And we did it very successfully. And when I handed it over to Biden, the stock market was higher than what it was just previous to COVID coming in. It was actually higher. Tariffs are properly used, are a very powerful tool, not only economically, but also for getting other things outside of economics.
This explanation by President Trump shows how he will use tariffs as a negotiating tactic and an economic tool to influence deals and key decisions. In this interview, Donald Trump masterfully and honestly told the American people his tariff plan, which revolves around increasing tariffs on companies making products in distant lands to economically encourage them to move their factories back to the United States and to ultimately hire American workers to create new jobs, which will cause the economy to grow because more people will have more high-paying manufacturing jobs. With the economy growing, the stock market will grow as well, making everyone better off at the same time. And for the companies that choose to stay in these distant lands and pay the high tariff, the United States will collect a big check, a vast fortune to use to pay off the national debt and to possibly lower certain taxes. Donald Trump had many of these tariffs in his first term in office, and there was no inflation, as he brought back many manufacturing jobs. His tariffs brought in billions of dollars from China and other countries around the world. In his second term, he will bring back his successful economic policies and tariff policies, and will add new ones to further make the United States more successful and more prosperous. An America where all Americans can achieve the American dream and shoot for the stars. Trump's tariffs are meant to be America first and to win big deals and to relocate jobs back to the United States while making America a fortune at the same time. In these next 4 years under a Donald Trump presidency. Hopefully, we shall see Donald Trump's tariff plan of bringing back the golden age of America through tariffs come to a full fruition. I yearn for the day where all Americans can live their best and most successful life and can all earn a living wage when they work hard. This was a masterful and honest explanation of how Donald Trump will use his tariffs to make America great again, which I think deserves to be shared. But that's just my 2 cents, and you're entitled to your 2 cents. If you want, share your opinion in the comments below, as all viewpoints are welcome. If you enjoyed this informational and educational video, then give the video a like and turn on my channel notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and God bless America.